And we're back with the final episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age. I'm your host, RPG Guy, and I'm pretty confident in that. I'm pretty confident that we're ready to go kick some ass. Okay, I'll calm down. I'm sorry, I'm excited. 100 hours of this game, and we are finally going to get to endgame. The endgame's endgame. Post-game's endgame. With pretty much outside of the crafting relative and the bestiary, if you care, we're mostly 100% completion. 99.9% completion, as far as I'm concerned, and it's time for us to get to it. So we're geared up. I've got our two casters pepped up, geared up. I've distributed pretty much all of our major healing items and pepping items and stuff, just because. You never know what's going to happen in a big endgame boss fight. Usually bosses have a couple of bullshit moves up their sleeves. And then if they have them up their sleeves, then just chop them off at the arm. And we have all the, the visual gear for all of our characters, so I'm glad we got that done too. Except you could argue I didn't make the Zenlon stuff for, what's her name? I just realized I didn't do that for Jade. But it's time for us to end this glorious adventure of adventureness. It is our time to strike back! Suck it, Calasmos! Oh yeah, we went deep. The geode of darkness. Sparkles. Look at all the magical sparkles!
You have come, ink dragon spawn.
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night there, brother. Oh, God.
I am Calasmos, born of the void.
Hey there, big guy. All hail Satan! Oh, wait, we're the good guys. We're supposed to be killing him, that's right.
The evil radiating from him, it's almost unbearable.
Ink dragon begat Inktrishim. I shall destroy the world tree. The void shall consume you all.
He says this now, but then he's gonna be like, blah blah, stop killing me, bro.
To even hope to best such a foe may seem pure folly, but we cannot flinch or falter. We are our world's last and only hope.
Can we really do this?
Oh, honey, you better believe we can. Come on. We've waited our whole lives for this moment.
We'll win, all right. He won't know what hit him.
Hit him right in his god balls.
Well, laddie, this is it. It's time to do what you were born to do. Ready?
Here it comes. The final showdown. Let's do this.
You tell him, woo!
Come, children of light, give yourselves to darkness. Soon all shall know the void.
And you should know the spacebar, fool. Alright. So, right out the gate here, there's a small problem. And that's we can't do any damage to him yet. So, we need to just prep the ride. Get ourselves kind of geared up here. Even here, too, it's kind of a... We gotta just be prepared here. We'll do channel anger. And then, strangely enough, we need to use this as an item. Which the first time I played this, I was struggling to figure out what I was doing wrong. Hey buddy, how's it going? Looks like Cell with a goofy mask on. Perhaps I underestimated you. Not that it matters, your fate is already sealed. Cell, you've gotten so goofy looking. I know, Akira Toriyama stuff has a lot of stuff in common. Alright, let's get to it, because this dude is not going to kill himself. As much as we would like to. Really for this battle, it's really all we got to do is just hit him hard and hit him fast. We don't want to burn through our MP too quickly, though. When our main character starts getting maybe a third of the way down on his MP, we'll swap with Sword Dance, but he's also going to be responsible for using, for Omni Heal, so we're going to have to keep that kind of in mind here. So, just saying. Ow, he hit me. Ow, he hit me. So right out the gate, let's open up with... We don't need Omni Heal right away, but we'll go with a Multi-Heal. Because we're not hurting too much. And then, obviously, we've already divided, so let's go ahead and double down. Nice. Nice. But we're not going to act on that quite yet. Let's go with... Don't worry, we have Veronica and Serena ready to do something when Veronica's turn comes up. We're just kind of waiting for her turn to come up. Come on. Which you guys probably know what I'm going to be doing in a moment here once we get a turn to do it. Ow, 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 ow. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Mighty Magic Burst. We'll let it go, because you get to see Veronica in her normal, at her normal size. Suck it, jabroni! Oh yeah. Oh my god, what's wrong with your face? Alright. And that burned all their MP. Which is bad, right? We're okay for the moment. Because we prepared somewhat for this. Really, I don't know why I'm doing that. Spell Omni Heal. When really we should be using Elfin Elixirs or something. Who has those on them, actually? I thought we gave them to somebody, I don't know who. Oh well. It's not a big deal right at this exact moment. Oh, I didn't want to use Kabloomy. God, Kaboomly. Whoops. Sage's Elixir yourself. Just get her up high enough so she can last a few more rounds. And the reality of it is what I should be doing, instead of that, is actually, I think it's Jack Tart has the Elfin Elixirs on him, so he should really be burning those at this exact moment. See, it's more magic than what we have. Oomphley. Again, our multi-heal is so powerful that Omni heals only when we absolutely need it. Whatever. Still worse than what we could have done. They gave us back what we needed, MP-wise.
You ready for this?
Get some!
This should help.
It's a giant death baby! Run! And he debuffed everybody, great. After all that effort, well, I guess we'll just have to kill him the old-fashioned way. Because nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Yeah, our regular thing would have been better. I don't really think she has a skill that we could really use right now. So let's just do this, even though I probably don't need to. Like I said, if we really want to get a better situation going, I gotta stop attacking him for a moment and use our stupid elfin elixirs. That way Veronica can start hitting with her strongest spells, and Serena has the ability to heal. You motherfucker. Suck on this, bro. So Calasmos is defeated. My nipples of darkness! What a bitch.
Bested by mere humans. Twice.
Well, what you gonna do about it there, Puff Daddy?
But know this, the dark cannot be erased, for without it, light cannot exist. My body may die, but my spirit shall live on. I shall endure.
Get fucked, bro.
Light, foul light, hideous. Why do you burn so bright?
We use Duracell in our nightlights, you little shit. Because they keep going and going. And going. And gone. Whoa! Flee, our little fail whale. When I think of whales, I don't think of speed.
It's over.
Indeed it is, Rab. Indeed it is.
It's really over this time. The last great evil is gone. Our world is safe at last.
What began with Erdwin and his companions so long ago finishes here today, with us.
Just because we're freaking jacked.
What are you looking so serious for? We should be celebrating.
The one time he says something, we can hear him.
I get it. You're thinking of her, aren't you? You want to go and help her. Well, what are we waiting for?
And away we go, off into the sunset. Oh boy. What a run, guys, what a run.
You have come again, wanderers. And you have succeeded in your quest. Shadows no longer hang heavy over the land. Evil has been banished from Erdrea. But if this is so, why have you returned? What brings you here now, when all is as it should be at last?
Oh, I think it's starting to turn into a spirit-based porno. Hide the children! Oh, wait. What's this? Well, ain't that nice? She looks over at Serena. Serena, why are you wearing my outfit?
Art thou? Thou wouldst have me return there?
You should be with your friends, you know? I mean, you can hang out with us and get drunk, but I don't think that's something you're going to enjoy as much. There it is. So nobody's going to be doing any more time traveling. It would seem.
Thank you, Luminary. I hope she finds him.
She just disappeared. Why can't I shake the feeling this has all happened before?
He's sitting there going, I know something you don't. The Dark One defeated in their journey to the Injector and his companions returned home. Then, one day... Good morning, darling. I thought you were going to sleep all day. The weather's just lovely again, and everyone's in a wonderful mood, just like they have been since the day you saved the world. Why don't you go show your face around the village? I'm not going anywhere. Which is funny how we're wearing our regular gear. You know, we're wearing, even though we're wearing all of our gear, rather, we're dressed in this outfit. The legendary Jacktard. That's right, I am the stuff o' legends, bro.
Well, look who it is. It's so nice to see you again. It feels like an age now since we defeated the Dark One, doesn't it? Now, let's get down to business, shall we? We've been worried that your life might be lacking purpose now things have quietened down.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, lady.
Do you remember the vision we saw some time ago? The one where Serenica and the Watchers sent Calasmos up to his prison in the sky? Well, afterwards, Serenica took the Sword of Light back to its rightful resting place in the heart of Yggdrasil, didn't she? So, we were thinking, what with the sword being such a symbol of Erdrea's newfound peace and everything, we should do as Serenica did. We should return it to the World Tree for safekeeping.
But my... Oh, well, we do have a better sword than
We know how attached to
that
it you
one.
are, but we couldn't help thinking it would be safer with Yggdrasil. And besides, we wouldn't want you losing it, would we?
I disagree with you, Veronica.
So
I
what
am
do you
safer
say?
than that stupid
Shall
tree.
we take the Sword of Light back to where it belongs? Don't be like that. We can't have the most important weapon in the world rusting in a cowshed in cobblestone, can we? Come on, I know you must be itching to get back on the road again. Stop being such a spoil sport. So what do you say? Shall we take the Sword of Light back to where it belongs? That's the spirit! Right, we're ready when you are, so just let us know when you want to set off. I'm sure we won't be Why don't you go and say your goodbyes, and we'll wait here for you.
Can't take me anywhere, can you? Alright, yeah, crazy bitches. Alright, okay. Crazy as in, but see, what they didn't think about was we have this super sword of light, and we have the supreme sword of light. What, we're putting both in there? Pfft, we only need to put one in there. So I'm still gonna get to keep it. Again, too, really, we could explore. Not much to see. I don't believe there's anything to really see or do, so I'm just making the rounds to show you. There's really not much in the town to do. I mean, we could talk to the people here to get some pretty nondescript. Well, home of the luminary, and oh my God, Jacktard, you did such a great job, and you know, so on and so forth. And I just don't want to waste your guys' precious time with just really simple dialogue that really doesn't go anywhere, or you know. So okay, so you can see we ran around town. I think we're good to go. We said your goodbyes, let's get going. I'm gonna laugh if somehow he keeps the other sword, and it shows it in the scene. I want to say the first time I played, I think I used sword and shield, so I didn't duel up with my swords. So, meh. Up the Rainbow Road to the Well Tree. I love this track. Almost seems like it's an alto flute playing it. Well, here we go, guys.
Coming here brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? It's such a special place.
Where you got murdered the first time, you
At
little
first
twerp.
there was nothing. Then came the light. That's how the books of legend begin. The world was a cold, desolate wasteland. And then light dawned. It was the gift of the World Tree. And it gave birth to Erdrea, our beautiful home. This is where it all began. This is the source from which the river of life flows. I think it's time, don't you? Time to return the Sword of Light to its rightful resting place.
Indeed. Oh yeah. Oh ho ho, it's magic. Tomorrow. I think the tree just came. It brought us a lot of power. Oh snap. What's up, bro?
So you have come at last.
Indeed.
Welcome, children of the light.
Hello, giant man-eating dragon.
I am the being your kind once called the Ig Dragon. Yggdrasil and I are one and the same.
You're a dragon tree?
Long, long ago, I did battle with Calasmos.
You don't say.
I was defeated. My radiance was extinguished. I had been the source of all light. Without me, the world grew dim. Until finally,
Didn't know about the King Metal Slimes.
darkness reigned entirely. But that was not the end. The Watchers, my erstwhile comrades in arms, came to my aid.
Uh-oh.
The time that had been torn from me was set in motion once again. I shed my old form and took on a new one.
Tree hugger.
Yggdrasil. And I set about creating this world. How long have I waited for true heroes to appear and bring this story to an end? I could not defeat Calasmos, nor could Erdwin before you. No, it fell to you to vanquish him once and for all.
Indeed.
Luminary, you are the one.
I get it.
The savior of Erdrea. I hereby confer upon you the title of Erdrick, mightiest of heroes. Know this, Erdrick.
So the character's name is actually Erdwig. Erdrick.
None can say when, nor what form it might take. Perhaps I myself may even succumb to the night. But one
Sequel bait.
thing we can know for certain: these things will never die. Love and courage. Even should the worst come to pass, and darkness consume my soul, a hero will surely arise to take the sword in hand once more.
Get it, guys? The tree was a dragon, and the tree sent us on a quest. It's a dragon's quest. Ah!
And the echoes of that hero's valor shall ring through the ages.
Indubitably. Giggity goo. Vegeta? I'm just kidding. As a new darkness arises, right? And there it is, the actual full ending of Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11 Echoes of the Elusive Age. Again, this is a really good use of post-game to expand. Normally when there's a post-game and there's an extra villain, the villain's very underdeveloped. This is the best, to me, example of how to do that. It's still not perfect. I still think we don't know the villain enough. Calasmos, yeah, he was always there with Erdwin's Lantern, and, it was always kind of hinted that there was something else, but it wasn't really big, and it wasn't really obvious that it was. So to see it come to that level, to see it get to that point, is, to me, a great deal. I'm glad that they were able to, in a sense, get us there all the way. And again, I still stand by the Dragon Quest series. Is rather solid. I'm a fan of Dragon Quest 1 through 8 and 11. We don't talk about 9 and 10. Got a little too experimental for what it's worth. But and some people do like 9, and that's fine. You can like 9 all you want. I'm not telling you what you can and can't like. I'm just telling you I didn't like them. And I never got, and 10 is mobile, so what a waste of the 10th installation. To me, this is the more definitive future of JRPGs. We need the high-quality visual, we need the high-quality music, we need the feel of adventure, the well-written characters, and I talked about them at the end of the first part of the game, right? And I still stand by that. That's what's missing in modern JRPGs. That's what Final Fantasy is missing. They've lost sight of what made their games good. Really good storytelling, really good world building, visual presentation, music, audio presentation, and the gameplay that made the game series famous. And I guess they somehow got in their head that people don't like the turn-based stuff. And that you could argue, yes, there is a group of fans who just like action RPGs far more than others. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be the last person to tell you that you can't have that fun. But my point is still similar, is that I think the bigger group, the bigger discussion, and the bigger point to make is that at the end of the day, this style of JRPG is still coveted. I think the majority of RPG fans still like this style. And I think that, again, I really strongly push Square Enix to start making these with the Final Fantasy franchise, and to use this series to continue. I think they should make more Grandia games, in the style of Grandia. They should really start reviving these IPs that made them famous, and doing them and being honest with themselves. Okay, I know Hironobu Sakaguchi is not at Square Enix anymore, but his legacy is still the best-selling element of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasies 1 through 10, with 14 keeping the company afloat, right? And 11 too, for what it's worth. So that's just where I think where this all is at the moment, is we have to get kind of back to source. We have to kind of backtrack to kind of making a questioning what's being made. And I do think that, again, and I stand by this, is that Dragon Quest as a series has been solid on that frontier, and it's a shame it took forever for the series to get out here in the States and in Europe, from my understanding. Final Fantasy needs to take a note from Dragon Quest XI, and it should. And I think we should keep trying to promote that these games be made, and promote that this is what they should be. And again, this is my stance. I know I'm standing on a soapbox here, but this is how I really feel about these franchises falling off the beaten path and whatnot. So, regardless, is this the best Dragon Quest in the series? It's a toss between this one and 8, for sure. 7's pretty good. I know I have some friends who like 5 a lot, but I still stand by that 8 and 11 are probably easily the best. There's a lot of purists who really love the feel of 8. 8 is definitely a harder game to complete, by far. The adventure is really good. There's some weird break-aparts, though, with the villain. And I will do a Let's Play of 8 at some point, but the issue I have with 8 has always been really just, again, there's parts of it that it falls apart. Just ever so slightly, whereas the story here is pretty tight. The only thing is I think they just have a few too many characters to kind of spread the love. Eric and Savando are kind of the weakest characters in the story, and it's very clear as to why. But they're still not an unwelcome presence. They don't wear out their welcome or anything, to a degree. So there's that element that you can say about it. And I will say that I am a big Dragon Quest fan. I'm a bit more of an old school Final Fantasy fan over Dragon Quest, but they're giving me what I want. I think they're giving a lot of people what they want, because they're actually dealing with giving us what the evolution of the JRPG franchise. So, and I hope they continue. I mean, where am I going to go from here? Again, I'm beating a new game. I'm probably going to pull out one of the old Let's Plays that from a long time ago and just redo it with the newest version of that game out. I was thinking Final Fantasy VI, Shining Force 2. Even though I just done Shining Force 1, I'm not that eager to jump on Shining Force 2 right away. One of those two maybe. And then for a more recent, or rather a new Let's Play, a part of me was thinking Final Fantasy V. I got to do that at some point, relatively soon. And again, that's an issue in and of itself. I don't know when we'll get to that. But I would like to do Final Fantasy V, and get that moving along here. Or even Final Fantasy III. One of those two for sure will be the next Final Fantasy game I tackle. What else could be redone, I guess? The Grandia games I could redo. I've had some people ask me to redo Grandia 2, so that's an option. I also am looking at expanding into Shining Force 3 and Final Conflict, which we have not done yet on this channel. So I might pull out Final Conflict. It's probably not going to be very popular, I'm sure, to some degree, but it is one that may come to pass at some point. So there's that element to make of it. And beyond that, I guess the door's kind of open. I haven't done the Lufia games. I haven't done too many tactical RPGs yet. Like, thought about doing Final Fantasy Tactics at one point. At another point, I was looking at Hoshigami Ruining of the Blue Earth, but that's a little bit more obscure. Maybe one of the Persona games. But I do want to back off on these 100-hour games. So Persona's probably going to go on the shelf for a little bit because I'm dealing with construction and stuff at the time of making this, which is, I say the time of making this is about February. So that should give you an idea. So I don't want to pull out anything too much of a commitment after just doing one this epically long. So there's some other things I would rather take part in that are a little smaller and just as interesting and fun to get through. But yeah, if there's a game you'd like to see me do, mention in the comments. Again, I'm looking for more of that traditional JRPG feel or a tactical RPG feel. I've also thought about a couple of other franchises that I have yet to tap into as well. Oh my goodness, now I can't think of it. Breath of Fire series is an option too. I streamed, I think, Breath of Fires 1 through 3 on my Twitch channel, which is why you guys should check that out if you want more Twitch content. If you want more live action gameplay, I do a lot more stuff over there more consistently because it takes a while for all these episodes to finally come out. Just because I have them set to a schedule, so there's that. That's something to consider. Aw, they found each other. Now they're gonna do it. I mean, yeah, yay. You know, and there's some other franchises that I'm looking to do, as well as far as this simulation games. If you want to know what I'm doing next for simulation, get to the last episode of House Flipper, and then that'll give you an idea. That should be ending around the same time as this, which is great. So, yeah, there are lots of options. Bahamut Lagoon. There's also a lot of Japanese import games that have been translated thanks to the wonderful fan base that these games have. I could do something like Bahamut Lagoon, the Treasures of Rudra. I'm not too unwilling to tackle. And there's a whole bunch of them. Not gonna lie. Somebody asked me about doing mods of other games. Like what was it? Chrono Trigger, Fires of something. There's a whole bunch of them. Or Brave New World, which is from one of the Final Fantasies. I think it's. Sorry.
Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day.
To save the world. That's that a cliffhanger? But yeah, so there's a lot of options out there. I haven't really fully committed to anything yet. Beyond like the first couple of games I had mentioned, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VI being one of them, and then oh geez, what else? Some of the other stuff that's out there. So Shining Force, redoing Shining Force 2, at some point, doing probably Final Fantasy 5 or 3 at some point, and knocking those out. Again, the list is long, the options are plentiful, and I know you guys will be there the whole way through. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Hector Studios for more live gaming action. And we made it through Dragon Quest XI. Thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Giggity goo, alright.